What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we have the Memphis League Cup round number 3. And on the left we have Ryan, and on the right we have Taylor. And it looks like Ryan is playing an Yveltal deck, and Taylor's playing a very unique. We see a Giratina, Gardevoir type of deck we see Max Elixirs, we see an Ultra Ball, Mega Guardy. The Mega Guardy she's discarding right now is the Despair Ray one. So you see Ultra Ball discarding a VS Seeker and the Despair Ray Guardy. And let's see what Taylor is going to get. What kind of deck is she playing? Alright, so we see that she grabs a Xerneas with the Geomancy and the Rainbow Spear. Geomancy has an attack where you can search for 2 energies and attach it to, or 2 Fairy energies and attach them to of your different bench Pokemon. Basically, just kind of energy accelerate onto your field. We see Taylor is going to Max Elixir. Look at the top cards of her deck. She does find a Fairy Energy to attach it to her Xerneas. So turn 1, she has 3 energies on her field, like the Double Dragon counts as 2, and the Fairy counts as 1. And Taylor, she's playing the Despair one, but the one she's actually attacking with is the Brilliant Arrow Gardevoir. That's her main attacker. That's what she wants to use in these matchups for sure. Alright, so we see Taylor going to use Max Elixir, hit a Fairy Energy, and we're going to see a Shaman going to set up for 6 new cards. And we see Taylor hits an Energy, Double Dragon. Now it's going to be interesting to see, will she just pass, or will she decide to hold onto this hand to Chaos Will the following turn to do 100 and do a ton of damage to the Yveltal. And let's see, what will Taylor do? Will she play it in? Will she hold on to it? She doesn't know if Ryan has a bad hand either, and we will see it end. Both players will shuffle up and get 6 new cards, or I guess number of cards equals to number of prize cards left, which they both have 6, so they both get 6 new cards. Now with this, I imagine Taylor's looking for some Spirit Links, maybe a Fairy Garden. I know she plays that to give free treat to her Pokemon that have Fairy Energy attached to it. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Ryan is playing the Yveltal Zoroark deck, but we'll see what's all in surprise for his list. Alright, so both players are going to set up, going to get 6 new cards, and let's see, this Taylor, she does find a Fairy Garden, and there is the Brilliant Arrow Gardevoir, alright, with the Double Dragon Skyla, so we see a Fairy Garden come down. You're going to give that free treat to the Giratina, treat to the Xerneas, and we'll probably see a pass on to Taylor's turn. She really has no, she really can't be hurt this turn too much. Xerneas, he's, has 138 or 120 HP, 130. I want to say it's 130, and that Xerneas has 130, while the Geomancy one, or not the Rainbow, the Xerneas has 120 for some weird reason. So we see Ryan using a train as well. Look at the top cards of his deck, and what does he find with this? Does he find a supporter card, an Ultra Ball maybe? And oh, we do see an Ultra Ball, and he is using the new Ultra Balls, which is legal at this tournament. It's always legal to use like new prints of cards. That's always fine. So we see he put down Yveltal, a DCE, and he does have an Ultra Ball. So Ultra Ball, going to discard a Dark Energy, and let's see, he has a VS Seeker in hand. Looks like he is going to discard the VS Seeker to most likely get a Shaman to help set up to try to find a supporter card, I imagine. Because if you already had a supporter card, I imagine you play that first. Unless it was a second war, then maybe he would have held on to it. But whatever gets with the Ultra Ball definitely kind of shows the kind of hand he has. Like, if he grabs Shaman, he doesn't have like a Sycamore or something. Unless he was a dig for Max Elixir. I guess we'll just wait and see what he gets to the Ultra Ball. It could be anything. Or, let's see. He's going to look through his deck to see what's all prized. It looks like he is going to grab a Shaman, which I thought, like usually every deck wants to grab almost a Shaman turn 1 to help set up to draw some more cards out of your deck. In this case, Ryan is looking for like some Max Elixirs, maybe a Flowstone, maybe a counter stadium to that Fairy Garden as well to bump that out of the way. And let's see, what will Ryan find with this Shaman? He has 2 cards in his hand after putting down the Shaman, so he will set up for 4 new cards. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because Shaman has that ability set up till you don't have 6 cards in your hand. I do see a DCE. That's pretty much all I see in his hand right now, which is not very good because you don't want that to be discarded. And it looks like we might just see a pass from Ryan, which is very unfortunate. Use turn number 1. Alright, so let's see, what does Ryan do? He looks like he's going to play an Escape Rope. Both players are going to switch their Pokemon out. Taylor has to pick first. Escape Rope is both players switch out their actives with one on their bench. And Taylor's going to approach that Giratina with the Double Dragon. Now that might seem kind of weird, but it makes it like Yveltal can't attack this turn, so Taylor's really not no harm. And Taylor looks like she has a Skyla, so what she could do is Skyla for a another Fairy Garden to give free retreat to the Giratina, put down a double dragon and use Geomance to get more energies on the field, or she could put a double dragon on the active and use Chaos Will for 100. But then she could get smacked, but looks like she is going to put a Fairy Energy on her Guardy. She's going to Skyla for a Fairy Garden to give that free retreat, and she will use the Geomance to get 2 more energies on the field, and you're going to see Taylor is going to start getting energies on her field like crazy, and these Mega Gardevoirs are going to do so much damage coming here in a little bit. We see Taylor does have a Mega Guardian in her hand right now, but she really can't do too much with it, so we see a Geomancy on that guy, and probably Geomancy on the Giratina, or on the Shaman. Either one is fine. They're both not really in harm's way. She might want to put in the Giratina, because it has a little bit more HP, but she probably is going to put another double dragon on it, and use that. It's like, you know, if you put 2 double dragons and a fairy, that's a lot of energies on your Giratina, and that could easily be knocked out by your Yveltal. So right now, Taylor has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energies on the field. With 1 more energy, she can do 180 damage with the Mega Gardevoir, which she does have a fairy. She does have a VS Seeker for Skyla, so she can start swinging it next turn if she wants to do that. Now on to Ryan's turn, he's going to put down the Yveltal, and does he have way to start attacking? He has a Juniper, or Sycamore, sorry. Going to discard his hand, draw 7 cards, discards a DCE, and a VS Seeker. Wow. So now Ryan is down 3 DCEs. This is very unfortunate. And for this League Cup, it's best of 1. So when you discard something like that, you are basically just saying goodbye almost, because now you're down 2 DCEs. There's a Zoroark coming down. So we know he plays Zoroark, but I don't know how much it's going to matter now. There's a Dark Energy going to the active, and we'll probably see a White Cyclone to conserve these energies, because if Ryan does attack, it can get knocked out next turn by that Mega Guardy that Taylor has in her hand. So you see a Fright Knight Yveltal come down, which has the Fright Knight ability, making it wherever it's active, your opponent can't use, their tools don't work. But it's not going to be the active, it's definitely going to be the bench, and we're probably going to see a White Cyclone from Ryan, doing 90, minus 20 from that resistance for Xerneas to do 70 damage instead. Unless he wants to go Evolve, which I don't think you want to Evolve right here. If you Evolve, it just gets knocked out. And we will see a Y Cyclone, it looks like, to move a DC off the active. And where does he move the DC to? That's another big question. Probably on the other Yveltal, like another Yveltal, and then try to hit a Fighting Fury Belt the next turn. Looks like he is trying to figure out if he wants to use Zoroark. Zoroark's not going to do that much damage. So, just wait to see what will Ryan do with this Y Cyclone. He's definitely, maybe he's not going to Y Cyclone. And no, he's doing Evolve. And Evolve here is a huge risk, because the Taylor has an energy, a link, and an energy. She could take a knockout. So ZV is Seeker for Skyla. This will get a Mega Gardevoir Spirit Link. Okay. She got the Mega Guardian hand. She's got the energy in hand, and she can Despair Ray. Not Despair Ray, she can Brilliant Arrow for the knockout, which is something we don't see anymore, but Taylor is piloting this crazy deck. As you see, she does have a Salamence EX in her hand as well, so there's Mega Gardevoir with Brilliant Arrow. She's got a Fairy Energy, so right now it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I think it's, wait, hold on, 3, 6, 9. So that's 90 from the active, alright, so 120, 130, 40. Yeah, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 210 right now. She's doing 210 damage with that Mega Gardevoir. It even knocked out a Fighting Fury Belt Yveltal. Now, what can Ryan do? He's going to put the Zora. Zora's not going to do much. It can maybe Mind Jack. It does 3, 6, 9, 100. Minus 20 is 80, so that's not going to matter too much. He's already played 3 DCs as well. Remember, he Sycamore, discard 2 DCs away, and put himself in a awkward situation. So see, Ryan is going to Ultra Ball, discard Lice and an Ultra Ball, and let's see, what does he decide to get out? Maybe a Zoroark? I don't know how much it's going to help, though. It's definitely, like, Ryan's in an uphill battle for sure right now. Looks like he is. Okay, he's looking through his deck one more time to see what's all in there. But man, you just got to think Taylor has so much of an advantage with this Fairy deck. So we see Ultra Ball discarding something in discard a Lice and an Ultra Ball. And let's see, what does he decide to get out here? He will grab a Zoroark, which does have that stand-in ability. Right now it's in the active spot already, but if he finds a Flowstone, he can retreat to maybe the Bright Knight should try to buy a turn, but I mean, Taylor's just going to knock it out almost immediately. Okay, we see Ryan is going to, let's see, what does he decide to do with this hand? He's contemplating. Does he have a Life Standard? Does he have an Enhanced Hammer? So there's a Zoroark coming down. Okay. We see a Life Standard to bring up a Giratina, put down the Salamence, and just pass on to Taylor's turn. Alright, but Taylor, she has a... she just took like a VS Seeker, so she can grab a Skylift for another... she can grab another Fairy Garden. She can also just Chaos Wolf for the knockout. It does 100 damage and make it where your opponent can't play anything really. So we see if Max looks are gonna find an energy. Gonna put probably on the Shaman. It goes on a basic bench Pokemon. So a basic bench Pokemon. So do you put on the Xerneas or the Shaman? Shaman is a liability because it's 2 prize cards, but Xerneas has so few HP left, it might not be worth it, but she is going to put on the Xerneas. I think that's fine. She can use a Rainbow Spear later if she wants to do that. She did have a Salamence, which she could have Max looks to do, but she's going to opt not to. And we're just going to see a Chaos Sword for the knockout, bringing herself down to 3 prize cards. None of Ryan's turn. He has 0 cards in his hand. He's going to draw a card, and what does he find? Looks like he did not find anything that interesting because he's kind of just sitting there. Alright, and next turn, Ryan's in trouble because Taylor has that VS Seeker, and we see on the Taylor's turn, she finds another Guardy. She could put that down, attach a Fear Energy to it, and if she Brilliant Arrows this time, I don't know how much damage she's doing, but she is doing a ton right now. So Brilliant Arrow coming down, or not the Brilliant Arrow, a Gardevoir EX comes down. Taylor can VS Seeker for a Skylar, like I said, to find another Fairy Garden to take out knockout this turn and go down to 2 prize cards. And there's nothing standing in this guard. Like, there's nothing he can really do to stop this Gardevoir. Alright, so Taylor's going to look through there. VS Seeker, does she grab the Skyla or not? It's going to be the big question. I think so. You definitely just grab the Skyla, retreat, and take a knockout. And next turn, you knock out an EX to win the game. So Fairy Garden coming down right now. She has 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So she's doing 330 damage right now with that Brilliant Arrow Gardevoir. Alright, so we'll see retreat into the Giratina, and she'll use Brilliant Arrow for 330. Just 330 damage, no big deal. And on Ryan's turn, he's going to draw a card, and yep, doesn't have anything, and Taylor will take this game. I think the biggest thing about this game is that Ryan did have to discard all those DCs pretty early, which is very unfortunate. But there we go, guys. Taylor takes the win with a very unique Mega Gardevoir, Giratina, Salamence deck, and I promise later on we'll see this deck more for sure. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. You can see why this deck's so strong, especially against Dark. Like, Dark is just such a good type for this Mega Gardevoir deck. But thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.